I spun the wheel and the oracle chose the Blue Moon as one of my shades for the coming month. I don't even remember buying this shade. This doesn't even look like a shade that I would use, even though it does kind of match my shirt. I must have made the wheel mad somehow. I've got to use this blue eyeshadow 5 times. How the heck am I going to do that? If you have been wondering where I have been very sick with pneumonia. Never had pneumonia ever in my life. 10 out of 10 do not recommend. It's a very long story. It put me out of commission for over 30 days. So if you're interested in hearing that story, let me know down in the comments, and I will do a chatty get ready with me and tell you all about it, because I figured out why I got pneumonia, and it's not what you think. This is my May update for my Single Eyeshadow Roulette collab with Andy from Andy Does Stuff and Donna from My New Obsession. For the month of May, I have 4 shadows rolling out. These 4 shadows down here. I have the Gimme Glow So Rich. This is the Sydney Grace Polar Bear. Lethal Cosmetics Singularity, which was my favorite out of all the shades that I had for May. And then Lethal Cosmetics Eden. This is a very nice shadow as well. The So Rich shadow, I believe I might have this in other brands that is very similar to this. So this might get decluttered at the end of the year. We shall see. The rest of the shades are staying in because, like I said, I was sick, so I didn't do a whole lot of makeup. There are 3 shades, these 3 shades here, that I didn't even touch. And to be honest, they look more like fall shades than summer. Although, I guess for summer you could do a little bronzy. They are kind of a little bronzy. And this Looksy, this blue here, I only used once. But the other shades I did use a couple of times. So let me pull up the wheel. The Oracle, she was not happy with me. And let's pull 4 new shades. For the first shade, let's see what the Oracle is going to pull for me. Sydney Grace Springtime. That is a very unique shade. I do not have a shade like this at all in my collection. Very pretty. Once the wheel pulls all of the shades, I will swatch them for you. Lethal Cosmetics Bismuth. Bismuth? Is that how you pronounce that? This is a very pretty silver type shade, and I have used this several times, so I'm excited to use that one. And the next shade. Give Me Glow Mushroom. This is one of their older pans. They have rebranded into or reformulated into the smaller pans, which I actually think are a lot better. I've not used this shade, so I'm excited to finally be pulling that into a rotation. Give Me Glow Blue Moon. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do with that? What on earth possessed me to buy this shade of blue? I don't know. Okay, let's swatch them. The Sydney Grace Springtime is very unusual. Like I said, very pretty shade. It almost looks neon. That's going to be very nice for the summer. Lethal Cosmetics Bismuth. This, I feel like this has changed. I want to say that it used to have like a pink flip to it. Well, it does just a little bit. I don't know that it's as pronounced as it used to be, even though I don't think I've had that shade for very long. Give Me Glow Mushroom. This is a very pretty grungy brown. It almost has like a green tint to it, unless I'm crazy, which is possible. And I really went ham on that too, didn't I? Those three actually go together very well. And now for Blue Moon. Oh, Lordy Lou. Oh my gosh. What, y'all? What am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? I got to use that 5 times. I might be sick again. I'm going to swatch the rest of the shades that are staying in so that we can see the entire color story. So, I'll be right back. Here's the entire new color story swatched on my hand. This shade here was already in the palette. That is Sydney Grace So Shiny. Then we have Sydney Grace Royal Enchantment is this blue here. The blue next to it is Looksy. That is Nightfall. Next to that, that kind of orange shade is Sydney Grace Desert Sun. Next to that, we have Danessa Myrick's Soul. That came out of the Experience palette. And then this shade here on the bottom is Sydney Grace Butterfly Whisper, which is a beautiful buttery shade. But what am I going to do? Where did all of these blues come from? My wheel must be confused with Andy's wheel, because Andy normally gets all the blues, not Leanna. No. All of these shades are doable, I believe, except for Blue Moon. I really don't know. I mean, I can weave it in. Here is the new color story with everything in the palette. I've got my work cut out for me, y'all. But I'm up for the challenge. As I said, I will have all of the channels listed down below that are participating. Andy and Donna, of course, but then we have Melissa. And we also have another Andy that are doing this collab as well. And Ash from Makeup and Chaos is doing their update on Instagram, so I will have their Instagram listed down below. It feels good to be back. I'm glad that I remembered how to turn the camera on. And it's been a while, so I need to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are. And we are all beautiful at any age or any size. Find something to be grateful for today. Pull your makeup out and play with it. And I'll see you in my next video. Okay. Love you. Bye.